Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. Nationals baseball starts right now. Steven Strasburg is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Nationals. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, his last one was good. I'm sure he'd like to pitch a little bit better. Was able to get into the 7th inning. Got a no decision in his last one. He needs to get off to a good start here to try to get him and the team in the win column.
Stepping in, Andrew Mccutcheon. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
You know, D-Row, we're into the summer right now. This guy's power's been off the charts. Looks like he's going to be able to do this all season long.
I think he is, Dan, and the ball's going to start flying now. Weather's starting to warm up in certain parts of the country. We're getting into the late part of summer. You're going to see some epic home runs down the stretch.
Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Shorts and T-shirts, the order of the afternoon, 92 degrees here at first pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Mccutcheon is retired, and there's one away. So digging in now, JT Realmuto. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's got 12 hits in 30 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
The 1-2.
Outside, that's the ball.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
So coming to the plate, Bryce Harper. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, that's the ball.
Realmuto, base runner at first with 1 out. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
Wow, this is the kind of count you'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0, you can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone! Two-run home run here for Bryce Harper. Home run number 55 on the campaign as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. As Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike one. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies' first baseman. Still only 1 out in the inning. To short. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy. But that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
At the plate, Roman Quinn. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Count now, a ball and a strike. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
And in steps Scott Kingery. And Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 2-0 Philly. Zack Wheeler is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phils. Dan, please, Zach, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch.
Shortstop.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. Little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Victor Robles digging in now. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He'll step in here at 275. 10 home runs and the RBI count at 35. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. The bouncer to the left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Batting third, the second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Here's Howie Kendrick, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The numbers on the year: 272, a dozen home runs, and 43 RBIs. One and one, here it is. 1-2.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
There to take it in is Mccutcheon now for route number 2.
Batting fourth.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And digging into bat next, the ever-dangerous Juan Soto. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey guys, right there, you look for weaknesses. Can a guy come in? Can he command in? Obviously not the case in this situation. He went to the well outside half 3 times, and eventually the batter made a nice adjustment.
For the current campaign, Thames is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Ready with the 1-1. Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. 2-2 the count.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Phil Gosselin. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was coming.
At the plate now, Matt Duffy. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Robles is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Digging in, Zack Wheeler. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runner going a second time. He swings and misses. Throw down is there, and he's out as he's nailed by Suzuki. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Phillies go down quietly there.
Leading up.
First offering on its way.
The catcher.
Hard hit toward the hole, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
A nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
This is on the ground over to first. To second for 1. On to the pitcher covering in time. It's a double play.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. And he fouls this one off. Here's Wheeler on 1-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. In the air to center. Quinn is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing doing for Washington. They're down 2-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Andrew Mccutcheon.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ball one to start the at-bat. 1-1 to Andrew Mccutcheon.
1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Here comes Robles. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, JT.
So one gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that brings up JT Realmuto. From the stretch. Line hard. Foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Way outside. 1-2.
Well, that's pretty much a no-brainer right there. If a guy misses that bad on a curveball, you've got to throw him another one. That was better recognition there.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball one. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball two.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
The 2-0. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Phillies down in order, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Steven Strasburg.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Catch is made out there by Mccutcheon, and that's the first out.
Now batting, shortstop.
So one away here with the bases empty, and in the bat is Trey Turner. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Center fielder, number 16.
Standing in, Victor Robles. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Robles is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at. Harper is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail things here 2-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Here comes the 0-1. Weak grounder down the line at third. And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this. It stays a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fouled away. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
High and deep to right center. Long run for the right fielder. He's there and records the first out. Time now for the Nationals' Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Standing in now, Roman Quinn, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 1-0. Popped him up. Kendrick waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 4.
So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, which of those 2 numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. 2 are gone in the Philly 4th, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. Now the pitch.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
The 0-1 on its way. Kingery, a 25-year-old, is certainly a versatile middle infielder playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has been dubbed the second baseman, but I'll tell you what, everybody on this diamond either pitched or played shortstop in Little League. I guarantee you through the ranks he has touched shortstop.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Into the box now, Howie Kendrick. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by...
Oh, and he botches it. So So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Here now is Juan Soto. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Into the box, Eric Thames, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Line hard, but foul. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Behind 0-2 now. Wheeler pauses. Here it comes. And now a swing and a routine fly ball out towards center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Washington. They're still down. It's settling in now, Phil Gosselin. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Phil Gosselin.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Ready on 0-2. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. Here comes another 0-2. Weakly hit to third. Tough play for Castro. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The third baseman, number 6.
Striding in once again, Matt Duffy comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Duffy, the former Tampa Bay Ray, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And there's ball 2 now. All even now, 2-2. The pitch. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Stepping in now, Zack Wheeler, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
And it's fouled away. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for a base hit. Duffy blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He will score as they extend their lead to 3.
There's a changeup down in the zone. Not a bad pitch, but with 2 strikes, not the kind of pitch you're looking for 0-1 or 0-2.
Sometimes you got to scramble those, Danny. It's a testament to all the work he's been putting in underneath in the tunnel, staying through the baseball.
Here's Andrew Mccutcheon now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. There's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto, as he'll take a look at ball 1. In his career, Realmuto hits a little over the 270 mark. Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Throw to third, and the offline throw as this takes off down the line in left field. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch. And he fouls this one off. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
The 2-2. And he popped him up. And this is going to dunk in out there, a base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game. So the base hit drives home their 3rd run of the inning and adds to his season total as we check out the league leaders in RBIs. And as you see there, he finds himself in 6th place in the category in the National League. Roenis Elias enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
55. Roenis Elias.
Here's Bryce Harper now. And they start him with a changeup, but this is chopped foul at home plate. 3 runs already home here. Swinging a soft liner, but gloved by the 3rd baseman for the out. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Fouled away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Base hit into right center. The relay throw, and he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. Phillies on top, 5-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's Starlin Castro.
The third baseman.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Harper on the run, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Now batting.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. From the belt, the pitch. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Everybody in the park, including me, was wondering if this thing was out of here when it left the bat.
Well, Matt, I thought it definitely had the height. It just didn't have the distance. The outfielder gives it a great effort, but it's just out of his reach. But he does get the ball back in quickly, holding him to a double.
Adam Eaton will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2. Adam Eaton.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
And they're going to get on the board here with the sac fly, but there's still work to be done. Down 5-1.
Now batting.
Here now is Trey Turner. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Turner is a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles.
1-1.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Wheeler pauses. Here it comes. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. The Phillies lead it 5-1. Austin Voth takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 50. Austin.
All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Roman Quinn.
Leading off
Popped
for
up.
Philadelphia, the center fielder.
Zimmerman
24.
is there for it.
Roman
1 out.
Quinn. The batter, number 4.
Digging in once again, Scott Kingery. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch changeup chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. The 0-1 on its way. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Ready once again, Phil Gosselin. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Takes this the other way to right. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Stepping in, Howie Kendrick.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And this one will bounce into the wall. Throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Eric.
Coming to the plate now, Eric Thames. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. No balls and 1 strike. Hit down the line at first, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Striding in now for the Nats, Kurt Suzuki. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Nationals leave 1. They're down 5-1. Digging in and looking for more, Matt Duffy. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Soto is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Zack Wheeler. A hit in 2 tries so far. A.J. Pollock will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
For Philadelphia, number 11, A.J. Pollock.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Comes into his first at bat at 283. 10 home runs and 19 driven in. That evens it up 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A.J. Pollock has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew Mccutcheon. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, JT Realmuto.
So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th. And in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Woo! That was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And a swing, and here's another big drive as this ball sent high and deep to left center field. And the long ball will burn him for the second time in the inning. Another home run. JT Realmuto with a solo shot. Number 35 now on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Rhys Harper comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Rhys Harper. Up next for Philadelphia, the right fielder, Bryce Harper.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
A pause and the 0-2. Fouled off. 7 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. And another foul ball. Here's another 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And now a pitch on the way.
No catch off the plate. Ball 2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
The 2-2. Out of play off to the right. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches, 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they saw right there. Maybe the first base coach was giving him the green light to go ahead and go to second base, but obviously it didn't work out in that situation. It did take a good throw to get him, though.
2 out with the man at first. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Now a throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. Harper, a native of Tennessee. He was taken in the very late rounds back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has been.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Robert Stock gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Robert Stock.
Last half of the 7th here, and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Starlin Castro.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 0-1 pitch. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
The 1-2 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. Line to the right side. Now a reach, but this gets past him and right, and this ought to be extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And the Nationals come out flying. It's a leadoff triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
To the plate now, Ryan Zimmerman. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Ryan Zimmerman. A runner in scoring position with none out. And this is swung on and missed by Zimmerman as he set down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. With runners in scoring position this season, Defoe has a batting line residing in the 290s. Looking to boost that even higher here. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 1 out and a runner on third. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Catch made by Mccutcheon. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 8th inning comes. Start of the 8th on its way, but first Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats. And although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
Your attention, please.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Hunter Strickland has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Into the box now, Roman Quinn. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far.
Roman Quinn.
He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Ready on 1 and 2. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. The 1-2.
Ball, action side. You got a full count. 3-2.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
First pitch on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Oh, that count.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Now to the plate, Phil Gosselin will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. In there, a base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
The third baseman, number 6, Matt Duffy.
At the plate now, Matt Duffy, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. And that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on it. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll? You lose concentration and get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this third guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
Ronald Torreyes. We'll see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Torreyes, once a Minnesota Twin. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
So now to the plate, Andrew Mccutcheon, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. This is line to left. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 8 and the Nationals 2. Joe Kelly is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next it'll be the outfielder, Victor Robles. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Popped him up. Hoskins in foul ground. 1 down.
Now batting.
Into the box, Howie Kendrick. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Here's a pop-up now. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Up next for Washington, no left fielder. Wow.
So 2 down now in the Washington 8th. And that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto.
0-1.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Standing in now, Eric Thames. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. Down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The 0-2 delivery. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Daniel Hudson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Now at the plate, JT Realmuto. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at-bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Hit on the ground out to short. Turner fields it cleanly.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Stepping into the box, Bryce Harper. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First offering on its way. Ball 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Gloved by Kendrick. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. All set for the bottom of the ninth, and that'll bring in the catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
The catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Sir Anthony Dominguez, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball.
Dominguez is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when a game's on the line.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
So here's Starlin Castro. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Starlin Castro goes quietly, and they've got only one out left.
Zimmerman.
Into the box, Ryan Zimmerman. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. He's right there. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him. And the Phillies have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
8-2 is how this one ends today. Philadelphia jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zack Wheeler earned his 9th win of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 8 runs on 13 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the Nationals, 2 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Zack Wheeler. His record is now 9-6. The loss goes to Steven Strasburg. He falls to 2-9. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Thank you.